folks, this is T.R. Kelly for Stagecoach Road Vintage Sewing Machine, and look at this beautiful mid-century, this is a work of art in addition to being a very heavy-duty, precise, and wonderful sewing machine. It's a Kenmore from Sears. Look at all those wonderful purple accents and this amethyst color, the design. Look at that logo. So I don't know exactly for sure, but based on the design features here, look at that. Look at that. I would put this machine probably about early 60s. Somewhere from 60 to 64 would be my guess. And it is made in Japan, it says right over here. The Japanese were making some very awesome sewing machines back then. Got your model and serial number down here. Let's go ahead and wind a bobbin and put it through its paces, and I can show you some of the really unique features of this sewing machine. So to wind a bobbin, we'll just go around this tension disc like that. And this uses a regular class 15 bobbin that you can get at any sewing or fabric store. Push that little bobbin latch on there, declutch the machine, step on your foot pedal and wind a bobbin. Cut the little tail off. Pink thread on a purple machine. Hey, what do you think of my fashion sense, ladies and gentlemen? Like those glasses too. Now let's not wind a full bobbin because we don't need to. The class 15 bobbin holds a lot of thread. And let's clutch the machine back up. Pull that latch back. Get your bobbin off of there. Put it in the bobbin case. There's our old class 15 bobbin case. Put it in like that. Under the spring. Tick. Alright, now we go underneath here. This lifts up and out of the way. Got your shuttle down there. This gives you plenty of room to put the bobbin case in. Push it till it clicks. This back on. And now let's thread the top. Through this little eyeball pigtail thing and another pigtail thing. And through the tension, which is, make sure you've got it in between the convex discs. Around, let's go through that spring. I'll take some stills of this later, but this is a basic sewing machine threading through the eye and another pigtail. Your thread will be well controlled. Last one, and this one threads from front to back. You've always got to know that. Some vintage machines thread one way or the other. This front to back. And we'll slit right through the foot there. As you can see, that's a zigzag foot. Allows side-to-side needle swing. And we have a zigzag hole in the throat plate. Now I'm going to show you something really neat about this machine. I'm going to take this foot off in order to show it to you. Sometimes you want to have just a straight stitch, and you don't want that big wide zigzag hole. You want the precision of a straight stitch throat plate. Now some machines you'll have to take a screwdriver, take this plate off, put another one on. Look at the invention, the inventiveness of this. This throat plate, some people can do this with their finger. I like to use a screwdriver. You just push this little piece forward, and now your needle's going through a straight stitch, very small hole. Why would you want that? Very precise top stitching, quilt piecing, ultimate sheer fabrics that would tend to get poked. Now, what you got to remember though, is if you've got it in the straight stitch position, you do not want your zigzag width turned up. You want it dead straight in the middle. Otherwise, that's right, you'd break a needle. So, let's just pull up that bobbin thread as long as we're here. There it is. Okay, my problem there was a bent bobbin. Was not letting it go in the case right. So, I went ahead and wound another one up. Now we're going to put this in here. Put it on the spindle. You give it a good push till you hear that nice sharp click. Now, let's bring this thread up like so. Bingo. Okay, replace the throat plate. Now what I was showing you about this nifty slide plate, where we had left it on the center position where the needle is only going through the small hole. I'm going to click it back to zigzag now, like that. Oops, like that. The other way, TR. There we go. Yeah. And there's a little line there to show you that you're lined up, and there's a little ball bearing that clicks it into place so you can't accidentally leave it halfway. It's either on straight or zigzag. So now we're back to zigzag. Put the foot back on. Oh, let me show you. Standard low shank foot. So if you want to go buy some nifty accessories for it, you just want to go ask for a low shank center needle zigzag foot, which is about the most common kind for things like even feed foot, ruffler, stuff like that. Okay, let's look at a few of the other controls here before we actually start sewing. I think our sun has gone away a little bit. I want you to see the styling here. Wait till you hear it run. It's very cool. This is your stitch length, so all the way from 0, and this, since this is a Japanese machine, it's not stitches per inch, it's like centimeters or something. So that goes all the way out to really long. Your reverse, right in the middle there, nice little purple button with an R on it, and you'll notice that as you turn this for different stitches, that kind of moves. Part of the way it's all hooked up inside. Let's put it on about 3. That corresponds to about 12 to 15 stitches per inch, 2.5. Up here is your zigzag width. Again, 0 is a straight stitch. All the way up to 4, 5 will be a wide swing of the zigzag. We'll take a look at that. Up here, you've got a place to put cams, which we'll get to that too. Cams. This is your bobbin winder. On-off switch for the light, right there. This drops your feed down for free motion quilting and mending. Right back up. Really simple. Instruction book. Well written, good pictures, English, large type, very easy to understand instruction book. That's worth a lot right there. Model 54. Even matches the machine. Style. Okay, let's sew on this baby. Put a piece of denim under it. Just the old man's jeans here. You can always use extra fabric around here. Hey, honey, give me your jeans. Okay, here we go. Let's just see what happens. Listen to that! Isn't it nice? Didn't pull my threads out far enough. Yeah, let's just, since it's denim, make a little bit longer stitch. Woohoo! Cruising right along. What does that stitch look like? There'll be no way for you to see it, but trust me, it's really even. It's really beautiful. Let's go for a zigzag. And take the needle up out. Put it about like that. Ah, wait, you say, there's no zigzag. You know why? I bet you I have to put in a zigzag cam. I told you I've never sewn on this machine before. I just gave it to me this morning. Here. And right there is a zigzag cam. So let's put that in. Like so. Ooh, neat. Makes a nice sound. To get it out again, there's a little pusher thing here that takes it out. And you pick it up like that. Turn it back on. Can close that door. Now I bet you we're going to get a zigzag. Yeah, look at that. And a wide one. Make it really close together for satin stitching. Out. Zigzagging, zigzagging, absolutely balanced front and back. Cool. So you can leave that one just in there all the time, since that's the function you'll change most often. There's a bunch of other cams in here with all kinds of neat patterns on them. And a section in your instruction manual, the color centerfold, that shows you exactly how to do those. And you saw how easy that was. It's really fun putting things in and out like that. Okay, well, what else comes with the machine? It has a zipper foot, instructions in here. Also invisible zipper feet. Wait, I can see it. It's not invisible. Ha! An invisible zipper is a type of zipper that you can put in. Instructions. There is a genuine, original package of needles in here. Kenmore sewing machine needles. Beautiful. The instruction book, and the other side of the instruction kit here. I have no fingernails. Ah! There it is. Very well fitting, not loose or cracked in any way. You have a buttonholer. It's a template buttonholer that screws down on here. And again, the instructions are in the manual, along with everything else. This is from before zip codes. That'll give you some data as to how old it actually is. Like I said, I think it's early 60s based on the styling. Now let's go back. I'm going to go ahead and leave the zigzag cam in there. Let's get that piece of denim again. How burly is it? Well, let's fold it over like that. And you know what? Oh, look at that. You can mount this in a cabinet. In fact, we have a cabinet that will fit it. We have several cabinets that will fit it, but we do not ship cabinets. It's just way too much. However, if you have a cabinet at home, talk to us about that, and we'll measure it out and see if it'll fit your cabinet. Or you might want to put it in a case. Probably don't want to leave it just out on the table like this. It's not a really heavy machine. I mean, it's heavy, but I can still pick it up. Be more stable in a cabinet. Okay, pretty high lift on the presser foot there too. No problem getting that under. Here's your presser patch-o-matic deal. If you want to take off the pressure for free motion darning. Say you want to fix husband's jeans. Check this out. You have taken the pressure off of there. We're going to drop the feed. Don't forget to drop the foot. And we're going to move that fabric ourselves and patch that hole. I remember watching my dad do this when I was a little kid, fixing his own jeans. And yes, it was a Kenmore sewing machine. Put some pressure back on. Raise the feed. Now you're back to sewing. That is really easy. And this machine is burly. Okay, back to sewing over heavy stuff. Let's do this. Put it back on straight stitch. Long stitch for denim. Get up over that hump there. Sew across the seam. Plenty of power. And watch this. Even when you sew, look at this. Look at the stitch control. Ooh, a little heavy right there. Anyways, oh well, geez. Okay. I really like this sewing machine. It sounds nice, it looks nice, it makes a really beautiful stitch. Not a problem with the tension at all. Great value, great mid-century styling. It's purple! You don't see very many sewing machines with purple. Yeah? I think that you should take this one home. Thanks for watching.